We got the mic. We got the mic. I hope this helps with the story time and the volume type situation. My hair growing. Anyway, he got problems, she got problems, only I got 411 problems. Say hi, what's up, y'all? It's time for another story time, and welcome to the Happy Birthday Beef. If you watch TikTok, you know the one place where the birthday beef goes down is Miami. I don't know what it is about Miami where you go for your birthday and you figure out like friendships and how stuff go apart. How stuff go apart, so how stuff fall apart. Here's the thing, here's the truth, here's the real tea. You don't have to travel to Miami to figure out if your friends are your friends or not. Like, I don't know what it is where people feel like you have to be jealous of somebody else. Your blessing is your blessing, her blessing is her blessing. Celebrate each other. Like, you're not gonna get the same response, you're not gonna get the same thing. You're just not. You're not gonna get the same reaction that this other person get. You shouldn't even want it. You don't even know what that person had to go to get to where they are. Anyway, let's set the scene. So at this point in time, me and Ty we just moved into the condo. Yes. I think we just moved into the condo. And then at this point in time, Gifted was living with her sister. So like her contracts at her point in time, like her contracts was really booming at one point in time because she was the independent contract. And that's the thing about being independent. You versus independent and versus agency. Agency, it's not really guaranteed. It's not really guaranteed where an agency will keep you working, but independent, you're pretty much doing the work yourself. An agency, like, they search, they go out and they look. Independent, you're pretty much on your own. Anyway, so yeah, so like she was booming at one point, and then all of a sudden it was like things kind of went flat. So she had to move in with her sister. So once she moved in with her sister, stuff really didn't pick back up to where it was prior to when she had her own place. But she was working, so she would balance out and budget out her bills. She would balance out and budget out her bills to where it made sense for her to live. It's like, I have to pay for public transportation because at this time I don't think she had a car anymore. So and it's hard to prove proof of income when you are independent. She didn't have a car anymore at this time, and she was paying for public transportation. She had to help her sister as far as like paying rent or whatever, and then she was kicking in as far as lights. Well, her sister also had a dude, and so lo and behold, the dude wasn't kicking in his portion like he was supposed to. And I think that kind of faltered into the situation between her and Gifted. So once the dude left, it was like Gifted was responsible for the light bill, and Gifted was trying to explain to her, basically, it's like, I'm not really pulling in that much money, so what I can do is what I can do. Like, I can put this little bit down, and like, I can put a little bit down at a time, but it's not going to be where sometimes I can't even foot the whole bill because, as I stated, she's independent. So you may not have as much clients as you had previous, so I can't foot out this stuff. Like, I don't think people realize, because just because you carry something well doesn't mean it's not heavy. Because a lot of times people would look at my page and I would be struggling, but I made it look, I handled struggle well because I'm used to it. So it made sense, right? So anyway, her sister like blew up. Basically, I literally think we had moved into the condo. We may have been there like a month and a half, if that. She hit me up, and so she was like, "Hey, can you come get me? Because she just put me out." And I was like, And so she was like, "Can you come get me? Like, she just put me out." And so I literally was like kind of stunned, because it was like, how did it even get to this point? Because I assumed in my mind, like, you know, you would talk to her, and so she said she had talked to her, so it was like there should be an understanding, which is why I assume the stuff with her man kind of rolled over with between her and Gifted. So anyway, so I was like, oh, okay, cool, I'm on the way. So when I got there, another girl was in there. What do I want to call her? Yikes. We're gonna call her Nessa. So Nessa was there. So Nessa, I knew Nessa. I was introduced to Nessa because Gifted was singing in a band, and so Gifted was like, since you live here and they need, you know, like, we need somebody else. Won't you come sing in the singing group with us, like in the band with us? Yes, I used to sing in a band. Yes. Yes, I used to sing in a band. Anyway, so Nessa was already there. Nessa was one of the singers in the band as well. So we were all kind of cool because we were rehearsing every Saturday for the band. And we were supposed to be paid $100 each gig, but very rare do we get gigs. Actually, I think we got two. We got one. We got one. We got one paid gig that we got paid for. And oh no, we did have two, but the second one wasn't with the original band. It was more somebody else wanted to hire us to sing with their band. It was a completely different band. Anyway, so we had two paid gigs. So anyway, anyway, so yeah, Nessa was already there. So when I pulled up, you know, Nessa, like, you can tell Nessa was mad, and she was putting stuff in her car. And so she was like, this don't make no sense. I don't understand. Like, how did they even get to this point? It's supposed to be an understanding. It's supposed to be some things going on. Like, why is there no clarity going on from her sister? Like, what would make you even do this? And so it's like, for me, I don't know, because like all she said was, hey, can you come get me? Which means like you're coming to my place. And I'm not even tripping, because it's like, I have been to your place on a plethora of occasions. You've been with me from the time Tyler was baking to the time that I'm up here. Like, I've been in and out of your place. I've stayed at your place. So it wasn't even a second thought for me. So, but the only thing that I was unclear about, it was like, I don't know what's going on. I haven't talked to her. It was just, come get me. So it was like, girl, I don't even know what's going on. I don't even care. Let's just get this stuff up, because baby, I hate moving. I hate moving. I just want to get it done. I don't care. Let's just get it done. Let's just get it over with. Let's just handle what we need to handle. Hopefully this is picking up, because the mic is down there. It keeps falling. Anyway. So she was like, you right. Let's just focus on that. So Gifted had like a room. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was her furniture in there? No. She just had like clothes and stuff. I think she had like a lamp and a computer desk. And so she was like, I'll get the computer desk and stuff later. I'm not really worried about that. I just want to get my stuff. I just want to get my clothes and stuff. And I just want to get out of here, because the whole time, like, her sister was going off and was talking in the background on the other side of the apartment in her room. And so it was like, okay, because she was like, I just want to get out of here. Like, I don't want it to blow up any worse or any further than what it is. She's like, I'm literally was trying to explain to her, like, hey, this is what I'm paying. And her sister was upset because you found out that your boyfriend wasn't paying the light bill from all those months previous. The lights got turned off. He went in and he was like, before the lights get turned off, like, I'm gonna go pay the light bill. And dude went in there and paid like $8, and the bill was over $100. The bill was over $100. So when she took it over, she had told her again, like, hey, I can't, you know, I can only do what I can do. So she was putting down, you know, what she could put down, because she would get paid every week. And so it just wasn't enough to cover. It was like you was trying to get her to cover like his portion, like you was trying to get her to pay back his portion, is how I looked at it. I don't know if that's what it was, but that was really how I looked at it. Anyway, so yeah, so it was like, okay, it's whatever. So we got what we could get for that day, and we go to my condo. So it's me, Gifted, and Nessa, and we're all in my condo, and we're sitting there talking. And so at this point in time, my condo again, I had just moved in, so there's nothing in my living room, like, because I wanted to take my time, because it had been a while since I had my own place. So I wanted to take my time and decorate and set up my place how I wanted my place. Was there stuff in the bag? I think Ty's room was done because Erica had given Ty a bunk bed. So Ty had his room set up. Like he had his those three, the stackables, like the drawers, the plastic drawers with the wheels on them. He had two of those. He had his TV stand, and he had his bunk bed and a closet. He didn't need much. And then he had his gaming system. Ty was set. Yeah, so Ty's room was straight. I think at this point in time I was still on my air mattress, if I'm not mistaken. I think. Anyway, so yeah, so we're sitting in the living room. We're late, not really. Well, yeah, we were sitting on the floor, sitting talking. And truth be told, like a lot of times, my condo, like that living room, we will sit in the living room and just talk a lot, all the time. Me, Nessa, and Gifted. Anyway, so we're sitting there, we talking, we trying to get her to calm down, and she's crying. It's whatever, right? So she was like, I can't give you a lot of money, like I'm trying to get things together. Now I'm gonna have to reroute, how I'm gonna get to work, keeping in mind her catching public transportation. I was like, listen, I'm not even tripping on that right now. Again, you have helped me. So do what you can do. That's all I'm asking. Do what you can do. I know it's going to change, like it's gonna fluctuate. I know the lights is going to fluctuate. I know the water is going to fluctuate, but my water was included in my rent. So I wasn't tripping about that. I knew the lights was going to fluctuate. I wasn't really tripping about that either. So it was like, again, because you let me stay with you, I'm not thinking like that. It's like, I know you go to work. I know you go to work every day. So it's not that you're not going to pay. You're going to pay something in my mind, right? So so it had went on for a couple of months. Like it was cool. Like it wasn't nothing crazy or weird. It had been like me going to, was I already working at the clinic? I think I was. Yes. So it wasn't like, to me it was better off because Ty wouldn't be home by himself. Because Ty was what you call a latchkey kid. Basically, you have the key. Once you get home from school, you would go home. Like you would be home. You get off the bus, you go straight home is what you were supposed to do. Y'all see, yeah, what you were supposed to do. Hence, refer to playlist Tyler the Villain. You will find out he did not do that. He did not do that. Anyway, so I'm not tripping because it's like Ty won't be home by himself. Not long anyway, because I work over an hour and a half away. So, which it wasn't bad. Well, because of the time that I got off, so it was literally like 30 minutes the way that I drive. The way that I drive, it was like 30 minutes because there was no traffic. So getting to work and coming home, it was easier because I had to be to work real early, so it wasn't traffic. And then once I got off, it was late. So it didn't take me long. 45 minutes at the most. It didn't take me long to get home. So anyway, I was like, okay, cool, because by the time I get home, it's 9:30, 10 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock. Yeah, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, depending on my patient load. Most of the time I was walking out the clinic at 7. So by the time I got home, it was 8, like 8:15. In that so to speak, it was around that time, somewhere, like depending on traffic, it was 8:15. So but she get off, if I'm not mistaken, she was getting off at like 4 or 5. So, and it didn't take her long. If she went straight home, I think it took her like a hour, so she would get there before me, which would mean, like, that's why I was like, Ty wouldn't be there by himself a long period of time, because you get home at like 4:35. So you're not there no longer than an hour, hour and a half if she was coming straight home. So that's how I looked at it. It wasn't that I was asking her to babysit, because we were already doing our own little routine, but it was like he wouldn't be there by himself, because I made sure like stuff was in the microwave. He had whatever he needed to have when he got home from school as far as food wise, and he knew what to do. And once I got there, I'll check homework. So anyway, it worked. In my mind, it's like, oh, this is perfect because somebody will be here with Ty. So it was flowing. She would work Monday through Friday. I didn't work Monday through Friday. I worked 7 days. So it would be 7 days, and my weekends rotated far as being on and off. I don't know why I can't get my stuff together. I'm trying to explain it so it'll make sense. So basically, the week that I worked, the weekend, I would work Monday, Tuesday, off Wednesday, Thursday, and work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Right? And so when I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I want to make sure I'm telling y'all right. I would be off Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Would I be off Monday, Tuesday? Yes. So work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, be off Monday, Tuesday, work Wednesday, Thursday, and then be off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's how that went. So, but she worked Monday through Friday. So she would say like, okay, I got him on the weekend, or he would have to go with her if she had like a contract job. Like she was like, he has to come with me, which was cool. Like it wasn't an issue, because during this time, like, I'm trying to talk to his sperm donor, because you're trying, it's like, oh, I want to do every other weekend. And I was like, that would be perfect, because the weekends that I work, I don't have to worry about Ty going somewhere or him being there by himself or me paying somebody. He could just be with you. But I never heard back from him, so that didn't pan out. So he was with her during the weekend. And like I said, her contract stuff wasn't picking up. It wasn't like, she didn't have a lot of contract work at this time, so most of the time she was home on the weekend. She just had her main contract position, which was Monday through Friday. Okay, so like I said, we have been chilling, be doing that for a good little minute. Well, lo and behold, like this one particular time, like she wanted us to go to her dad's side of the family. It was like they wanted to see her, and so she was like, can I take your car? Can I put on these boots? Like, I had these boots. I absolutely love these boots. These boots were they were like a peanut butter tan. They were, it wasn't leather. What we call it was like pleather or faux leather. But the boots was slamming. Them boots was gorgeous. I can't remember where I got them boots from. I think I got them on sale, but I don't have them more, of course. But she was like, girl, let me wear your boots. Let me take your car, because I'm going to, my family on my dad's side, and they dog me all the time. And I understand being the black sheep of the family. So I was like, girl, okay, yeah, it's cool. Go ahead. Like, you can take my car, because she wanted. And this was the thing. It was like, how could they dog you? Because prior, like, she used to drive a BMW. She used to, have all this money. She used to have stuff together. And it's just, life happens. But people, and I'm not even gonna say it's black people, because people in general, like, I don't understand why you feel like you can judge other people's life. Like, life happens, and sometimes you can be on top of the hill, and sometimes life comes in and swoop you and knock you on your mother feet. So I understood, and I was like, girl, I get it. I have a judgmental family, so I get it. I get it. Because I was the one who, seems like every time I turn around, stuff was happening. Every time I turn around, I needed help. And it was like, it looked like, I promise you, like, if I didn't live it, I wouldn't believe it. Like, it looked like, girl, you're putting yourself in a situation. It was job after job after job where people would say like, oh, you finally found some. Once I found something, people still say, oh, you finally found something that you like. When the whole time, like, it's on my job that's tripping. And it don't be me. It's like, girl, I would love the job that I have and be chilling and I'm doing my job, but that wasn't the issue. The issue was, it's that feel like you can control, or if I want to be your friend, I want to be all up in your business, and if you're not giving me back that same energy, I'm gonna make your life a living hell. And I don't know who in the entire made that a rule, because you have to feel like, or you should pretend, oh, let's go to lunch. No, if I want to talk to you, if I want to come here and do my job, that's what you hire me for, to do my job and to go home, not to be your friend. Anyway, but yeah, so I was like, girl, I get it. I get it. So yeah, go do you, like, go do you. And so she was like, oh, okay, cool. So she was like, it's not this particular weekend, but it's this weekend. So when she was telling me about it, it was literally like 2 months away. 2 months away. Or was this something else? This was something else. So no, she went to she went to, I don't know if it was like a family reunion or party or it was something, but she went and she had came back, and so she was like, girl, thank you so much. Like, I really appreciate it. Like, finally, like, I could walk in, they was telling me how good I look, because there was nothing ugly about Gifted. Gifted was absolutely beautiful. She's the reason why I call her Gifted. She has many gifts, many talents. It's just a lot of times, I won't say she slept on herself. I think a lot of times she would hold back because her mouth. And I understood that. I understood that, because there's a lot of things I hold back on because of my mouth. And I will hurt your soul. So I literally don't say nothing. Anyway, so yeah, so I understood it. So anyway, she had went to that, and so it was coming out, I would say it might have been the end of November, beginning of December. Yes. So it was the beginning of December, right? And so in my mind, like, I never celebrate my birthday, because for whatever reason, my mom used to forget my birthday. I don't know. She used to forget my birthday. I want to chop it up to thinking it was the Alzheimer's, but she was fine. She wasn't sick when she would forget my birthday. It would be sometimes people would call and be like, tell Angel happy birthday. And she'd be like, oh, happy birthday. And oh, such and such say happy birthday. So I would never, to help my feelings, so to speak, I would never get hype or celebrate my birthday. Like, even now, it's like I don't look for anything. So when people do something for me for my birthday, it's like, oh my God, like, I'm so appreciative, because I never look for it, because it was always forgotten. And then on the other hand, my birthday is close to Christmas. Capricorn, team Capricorn. My birthday is close to Christmas. So a lot of times, I don't think she was doing it to be ugly. I just think she was surviving. So it was like either Christmas or your birthday. Like, it wasn't, you could have both. I had to choose. Or like, if I got gifts during Christmas, it was like, oh, you could get a cake. Like that. But anyway, the one birthday party I did have, it was me and Stacy. Me and Stacy shared a birthday party. It was like literally a surprise. That picture, I absolutely love the picture. We used to post a picture almost every year for our birthday. Stacy's birthday is the day before mine. Yeah, Capricorns. Anyway, so I've never really had like a birthday party. I've never really planned anything for my birthday. So this one particular year, it was like, I'm working, things are finally falling into place. I got a car because I was gifted a car. Once I moved into my condo, I was gifted a car. And I had a car, my cousin had given me Amber had given me a certain amount of money. So I was able to buy a car. She was like, you need a car, you need to be able to get around. And so she had given me a certain amount of money, and I bought a cash car. Baby, that cash car was on a wing and a prayer. Do you hear me? On a wing and a prayer. But I end up giving the car to Gifted. And once I gave the car to Gifted, because somebody else had gifted me a car once I moved into the condo. So it was like, there was no car payment on that car. Literally, I had just got the stuff fixed. I was like, everything should be good. Well, lo and behold, it wasn't. And it ended up going out on the interstate on the side of the road. And she just left it there. And so, because it was still in my name, like she hadn't transferred everything, it was still in my name. Oh no, I actually had a title pawn on it. The title pawn was literally $50. And I was like, girl, you just got to pay the title pawn a month. It was $50. And she couldn't do that because the people end up calling me. Anyway. So yeah, so I was gifted a car, so I gifted her my car that my cousin had gave me money for. I bought a cash car. Anyway, so we were still like, things were falling into place. So it was like, at this point in time, I'm gonna ask people. So I went on my Facebook and I was like, hey y'all. So hold on, before I do that, she had a upcoming trip planned. So she was like, I'm gonna do this trip on this specific day. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. Like I wasn't tripping about it or nothing. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And I was like, all right, like it had something to deal with like her family. And so I was like, okay, great, okay, cool. Like she was telling me like her itinerary and what and the stuff that was going on and what she planned on doing. I was like, oh, okay, cool, girl, that's what's up. Like, do you? Like I'm not tripping, right? So in my mind, like I'm conjuring up this birthday dinner. Cause that's literally what I wanted. Just a birthday dinner. And then on top of that, I was still afraid to ask people because I was like, people are not gonna show up. People are not gonna come. So lo and behold, I finally got the nerve, go on my Facebook and was like, hey, if I plan a birthday dinner, will y'all come? Now, mind you, I don't ask people to come to birthday dinners. I don't ask people to come because around this time again, my birthday is around Christmas. So jobs are having Christmas parties in the beginning of December. So it's like, I don't ask people. But I knew a lot of people where I was living, especially a lot of people we had went to college together. So it was like, all I could do is ask, right? So I put it on my Facebook, hey, if I have a birthday dinner, will y'all come? And the response was, yeah, I was overwhelmed by the response. And people were saying, yeah, I'll come. I had like a couple of people was like, oh, when are you planning on having it? And I was like, this is the date. So the date was the weekend that she was going out of town. I had decided the date before she told me about her going out of town with her family. So I had put the date up and everything. So it was like, people was like, oh, dog, I wish you would have told me I'm going to be, I got a Christmas party or I'm going to be out of town. It was literally, I would say out of 75 responses, 3 people couldn't come. Everybody else was like, yeah, we coming. We'll love to celebrate your birthday. Yeah, we'll love to come have a birthday dinner with you. And it was overwhelming to the point where it was like, oh, because I didn't think a lot of people was going to respond. So now at this point in time, it's like, you got to get it together to plan because it's literally like 2 weeks. I'm literally not thinking people are going to respond and be like, yeah, we'll come. So I have no venue, no place, like no venue, no place. It's the same thing, but no plan. I'm just sitting here going like, if I throw this, would y'all come? Not thinking a lot of people was going to respond, but people were responding. So I'm excited because I really didn't think people would show up. So she hadn't said anything, but you saw the post because I saw you liked it. Of course, you know, Facebook send you your notifications or whatever. So I saw you liked it. And so she was like, once she got to the condo, so she was like, what's up with the birthday dinner? And I was like, what do you mean? And so she was like, what's up with the birthday dinner? Like, you didn't say anything about the birthday dinner. And I was like, oh no, it was a spur of the moment. I was like, I was thinking about it, you know, for like a week and a half. And I decided, you know, to see if people would come up. And I was like, because I don't even really think people would show up to the birthday dinner. I was like, it's so close to Christmas and Christmas parties. I didn't really think a lot of people would respond. And I was like, but you know, I'm with it. Like, I was like, I gotta get on it. Like, I gotta make plans. And so she was like, right, it's the same weekend as me going out of town. And I was like, well, yeah. And I was like, I had already had that date in mind. I didn't know, like, you were going out of town. I didn't know that you was going out of town when I had the date in mind. And I was like, but it's cool. Like, it's no big deal. We're living together. It's no big deal. Like, it's cool. And so she was like, I feel away though. And I was like, why? Why do you feel away? And so she was like, because I feel like you want to have this party and you don't want me there. Why is that? And I was like, I'm a little confused on why would you think that? Because if I didn't want you there, I wouldn't put it on Facebook where we're friends and you can see it. Like, if it was a secret, it wouldn't be on Facebook for everybody to see it. I'm a little confused on that. And so she was like, oh no, like, because it's the same weekend that I'm going out of town. And when I told you I was going out of town, you didn't say anything about the birthday dinner. And I was like, right. I told you I was thinking about it, but I was hesitant, scared. Didn't think people was going to respond. I was going back and forth in my head. So nothing was in stone. I was like, hell, nothing is in stone now. And I said, because I don't even have a venue. I don't even have a place to even have this damn dinner that I don't put out on Facebook. And so she was like, okay, okay. She was like, I know I've been staying here for a long time. I know I haven't really given you any money, but like, I really feel like you just don't want me around no more. Bro, what are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? What are we talking about right now? She was like, no, I'm just saying, like, I just feel like you don't want me at your birthday dinner. So she was like, I'm your sister. Right. Right. And so she was like, how would it be a birthday dinner without me? Now, to me, that response, you was making the birthday dinner about you. And that wasn't the case. I'm already a little stressed because there's still responses going, like, my phone is going off because people are responding. So now it's more than 75 people that was like, yes, it's over 100 that's like, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come, I would show up, yeah, I would come celebrate you, I'll come celebrate you, shorty, hell yeah, I'm down. So it's literally 2 weeks before the date that I put out there. Because in my mind, I'm thinking it's not going to be a huge response. Okay. So not only am I dealing with that, like, I'm dealing with you feeling some type of way that has absolutely nothing to do with you. Like, this is something that you had planned. And so she was like, won't you just change the date? I already put the date out there. Clearly, like, we're in the month of December. So the date that I chose, let me go to December to make it make sense, right? Because I don't want to confuse y'all. So let's just say at this point in time, Christmas is on a Saturday, right? So I know, like, within the second and third week, that's when people are having like Christmas parties. So it's like, okay, I can probably skim it, right? So let's do the second week And like the second or the third week, is either one of the two with me coming up with the date. Well, you had already made your plan. This is the stuff that was already planned. Like your family had already planned this is something you're invited to. My plans were tentative, and in my mind, like I'm thinking, I'm looking at it. Literally, if I have so much stuff going on, I'll forget about it. Hence, I just missed one of my review panels. I never missed a review panel for Prime. Prime, I am so sorry. I missed the review panel, and because I had so much going on, and I thought in my mind the date, I thought I had more time, and when I looked at it in my email today, I was like, oh my God, I missed it. And when I say missed it, I mean missed it by a week. So I'm looking at the weeks, and I'm like, girl, like all I did was look at the calendar, look at what I thought would be like appropriate time where these people are not gonna be at their Christmas parties. This might be a good day because it's either Christmas party or they going home for Christmas. So I'm doing the week above. I'm doing the week prior, right? So she was like, but I'm going to my family. Okay, I get that. But it's not about you. It's not about you, love. It's not about you. I'm trying to have the birthday party, the first birthday party. I'm trying to throw the first birthday party for myself. For myself. I'm trying to celebrate myself. I'm trying to big up myself. I've been through hell and high water here. I'm just trying to celebrate myself. I finally got a place. My kid is safe. I'm working. I have a car. We're stable. Finally, for the first time in a good little minute here, I'm just trying to celebrate myself. Like I'm just trying to celebrate myself. Girl, you made it another year around the sun. It has nothing to do with you, boo. I promise you, it has nothing to do with you. Nothing. And I'm not meaning that in no nasty, vindictive, manipulative type of way. This has absolutely nothing to do with you. I'm just trying to celebrate myself. Right, I get that, but I just feel like you just don't want me there, and I feel like you don't want me in your house either. So let's just say what it really is. You feel away because your life and things are not working out right now. And you feel away because you're extremely independent that you're in my house. But I'm not tripping because I've been in yours with no job. But I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping. Right? So you walk out and you go to your room. Your room is across the hall. If you paid attention to the roommate from hell, she's not the roommate from hell. If you paid attention to the roommate from hell, you would know how the condo was set up. So you go to your room and I'm sitting there like, maybe I should cancel it. Maybe I should change the date. But if I change the date, it's going to be either the week prior, and I'm pretty sure people are not going to want to change it, or the week later. The week later, I'm pretty sure everybody's going to go to a Christmas party because it's the week before Christmas. So I'm pretty sure y'all are having office Christmas parties because that's when our Christmas party is. It's the week before Christmas. So I'm sliding in. I'm sliding this dinner in here. It's an impromptu sliding in. And at this point in time now, I'm looking at my notifications and I have over 150 yes. No venue. Nothing is in stone. This was a hypothetical. Hey, if I throw a dinner for my birthday, would y'all come? Literally, that was it. That was literally the question. There was nothing set in stone. There was no plans, no nothing. Nothing. So after, I would say like 2 hours, you come in the room, you was like, okay, can we just talk about it? So can you just change the date? No, I can't change the date. I just don't understand, like, why you don't want me there. And I feel like our sistership and our relationship is falling apart. And I feel some type of way. So she starts crying. And I at this point in time, like, I'm baffled. And at this point, it was like, I don't do drama. I'm gonna nip it in the bud. And as usual, I'm sacrificing me, my feelings, and what I want to do. So I decide to cancel the dinner. Even though there's no venue. You've been told there's no venue. There's nothing set in stone. It was just a hypothetical, like, hey, would y'all show up? Because truth be told, like, I would need to pull off. I'm gonna get 150 people where in this place in less than a week and a half. So I canceled the dinner. Literally, I canceled the dinner. The notification, I sent it out. I would say it might have been 3 or 4 days. I sent that out like on a Friday or a Saturday, and I canceled the date on a Wednesday. People was like, what's going on? They was DMing me like, what's going on? What's happened? What's wrong? Oh, we wanted to come. We wanted to celebrate you. Even though people knew like my birthday was not until the end of the month, people were excited to come to the dinner. No venue. People were excited to come. So I'm sitting there and I was like, you know what? It's whatever. I'm going to do the same thing that I do every year and just not celebrate my birthday. And hence, to me, it's like, this is why I don't celebrate, because it's always some drama. It's always some BS. But I'm canceling it. So if I decide to do something for my birthday, she can show up. So it comes to the weekend that I was going to have the birthday dinner and that you're supposed to go out of town. You're still there. So you come out of the room, because I'm sitting, like, when you come out of your room, I was like, hey girl, what time you leaving? Like, what time you getting on the road to go to your family event? And so she was like, oh, it got canceled. So what you want to do? Nothing. She was like, oh yeah, I saw like you had canceled your birthday dinner. And I was like, yeah, because you made like a huge deal because you felt away. And I didn't want to hurt your feelings because that wasn't the intention. And so she was like, oh, okay, well, yeah, what you want to do? Nothing. She was like, oh, okay. So she go back in her room and she's on the phone watching TV, doing what she normally do on the weekend. And I'm laying in my bed watching TV. So one of my homeboys who I went to school with from college, he don't need a name. He had hit me up and he was like, dang, like it sure would have been nice to go to a birthday dinner today. And like he was just being funny, like he was making a joke. And I was like, yeah, it would have been nice. And so he was like, why did you cancel? He's like, what happened? And so I told him and I was like, my friend was making an issue about her being out of town and her not being able to attend. And I was like, so I canceled it. And he was like, you canceled your birthday dinner for somebody else? And I was like, yeah. He was like, dang. He was like, so did she make it safe out of town? Like, did she still go out of town? I said, no, she's here. He sent me money. He was like, go take yourself out to eat, friend. And that is the story time of the happy birthday beef. I love you the most because you're definitely the dopest in real life, and I'll see you in the next one. Drop in the comments, let me know how this might work for y'all. Bye.